things that we're going to get to today, but it just felt like, I don't know, we're so happy for you now.
Thank
Mom, do you feel like
you.
that? Do you feel like the love?
I definitely feel the love. It's been a journey. You know what I mean? It's been a journey. So, you open up your social media and you see just an outpouring of love. It's just like, that feels great.
So your life in the past 2 years is like a different life.
Completely different.
Like who are you now versus who you were that day when we were in Canada? We shot it in Canada because you were on set.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I am a mother and a wife now.
Wow.
Completely different. I did not see this coming at all the last time we sat down.
You know what's so interesting? When I thought that there may be a little window open, is I asked you about Nelly and the time that you had dated that first time around, and I was like, I asked you, what did you learn from yourself in that relationship? And you said to me that he checked you because the way you used to talk to him. And that he would say, we don't talk to each other like that.
Yeah.
And you thought that made you better.
Yeah.
And the way you told that story, I was like, wait a minute. The something is, it wasn't told with like the venom of an ex. It was told that there was still like a little bit of a soft spot for that time, maybe. This was right after Versus.
Oh, so this was after
He went in for the hug. It was awkward. Everybody was like, and something happened from then to now.
A lot happened from then to now.
Clearly.
So if it was after Versus, it was definitely a place where I was open to what he was saying. Like I was listening to what he was saying instead of being angry and mad. Yeah.
How come? Just because of how he was?
Because
like what shifted in you?
I think growth and maturity, and if we're being completely honest, he said that to me like super early on. You know what I mean? Like this was like, my mouth is crazy. Like, my mouth is like a pirate, like sour. Like it's disgusting. So, I just used to, and I'm from New York, he's from the Midwest. So, they're different. Like they're very polite and very, and I'm very, very early on in some of our conversations, a little heated, he'd be like, yo, you're not gonna talk to me like that.
That's what we're not gonna do.
This is what we're not gonna do. Yeah. So he told me that very early on, and I was like,
this was the first time when you were dating.
Yeah, this was like the first go round. So I was like, nobody ever said that to me before, But when I received it differently, the next time around, you know what I mean?
This time around.
Yeah.
Oh, he had to come back and check you again.
No, the mouth is not crazy anymore. It's good. Okay. It's calmed down. Only when provoked.
Don't be nuts.
I'm gonna stop it there. So the question I have is, do women need to be checked, and how important is it? Funny story. I dated a couple people some point in time in this life of mine, and one of the things that came up was how stern I am at times, how blunt I can be, how direct I can be. And they told me they didn't like it. They told me that they did not like it at all. They told me something similar. I never had a man talk to me like that before. You kind of remind me of my father. No man has ever talked to me like that. But they liked it. They liked it and they respected it. I had somebody else, didn't talk to me for a little bit, but came back around, and they told me that they liked it, but they didn't know how to deal with it because they're not used to a man speaking to them like that. So when I heard this conversation taking place, I'm like, do women need to be checked? How important is it? How do you women feel about that? And for the men, have you experienced that before? And we're not talking about verbal abuse. We're not talking about attacking someone, right? But the respect around the check. I know check may be a trigger word for some folks, but I don't really want to go there because I don't want to have this conversation as though it's an assault, but some people do respect the check. Some people do like a man that they can't run over, or he just doesn't just fall and just does everything or just agrees with her. They like a man that's going to check them. So let's have this conversation.
I won't call it check. I don't know if there's I'm sure there's a better term. I don't want a man to check me, but I am attracted to assertiveness and confidence. And, I don't want a man who's timid. If there's something that I'm doing that's rubbing you the wrong way, communicate that, like be direct with me. And even on the flip side, let's just say we're dealing with just flirtation or whatever, right? Not checking me, but let's just say you want to grab me and give me a kiss. Grab me and give me a kiss. Like I love a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? But don't wait for me to like take the lead on everything. So I think what it really boils down to is it represents strong leadership. You know what I mean? And women are attracted to confident leaders. So my 2 cents.
I can tell Viz want to come off that mic, man. I can hear him saying, "What's wrong with the word check? What can we use the word?" Go ahead, Viz.
Yeah, man. These words, man. Brittany knows she wants to be checked. She knows she wants to. She want a man to check her. Is we out, we partying, whatever, you looking good. Man, come here, girl. Squeeze you real quick.
Yeah, that's confident. Like that's a confident, assertive man. That's not him checking me.
that's a man checking you. So the thing is that women hear these words and hear something else compared to what men view it as. If you're stepping out of line, or I wouldn't even say stepping out of line, right? We all know women tend to test men. So, and you're going to test him to see if he's going to check you or not. And if he doesn't check you, then okay, this nigga is a pushover. Now you're not calling him no more. You're not answering his phone calls. You see him call, you look at the phone, put it back down. That's what women do to men that don't check them. So realistically, that sounds good from a woman's perspective, but in real life, women want you to check them, because
let's
if you
call it
can't,
correction or redirection. I feel like that's a better term in the sense of what you're talking about. And then on the flip side, when I gave the example of a man being assertive, well, okay, let me back up. Let's just call it assertiveness. You know what I mean? Because we could be dealing with correction. We could be dealing with a man's, ability to flirt and go after what he wants. I just think that we like assertiveness. You know what I mean? But I don't want to call it
assertiveness
check.
is checking.
Correction, maybe, but check.
It's the same thing. You can put a bow and rainbows and whipped cream and cherry on top all you want to, but that's what it is. So if that's what you want to call it, correction, so that you can sleep better at night, that's cool. But
think about when we was growing up and somebody checked you. That's not like when I think of, oh, he checked you or she checked you, that's not what you're talking about right now. What you're talking about is totally different from checking somebody.
You're still going off, Ash?
It is. So I got water damage inside of my ceiling. So I had to have somebody come out and change the wires in the ceiling.
JRJ, I wanted to say something, because don't get offended, Ash. That's the reason why I asked, because I didn't know like you were married, and I'm happy that you are, but I didn't know, because usually husbands cannot stand to hear the beeping, and usually the husband will take care of it. That's why I thought that maybe you weren't married.
No, I'm not offended at all. No, so it's not even that. We changed the smoke alarms. It's water damage. So like we just kind of moved here. Well, I got my my own spot, whatever. But I just kind of like moved here, and it was water damage. So the landlord has to have somebody come out and like remove like a lot of the ceiling, like throughout the house, not even just where I'm at. So it's like all the smoke detectors. It's like that. So it's just the wire.
Wait, so you moved in the smoke detector that's beeping?
You said what?
You moved in the smoke detector at the new place is beeping?
Yeah, it's been. I moved here in like the end of October, so it's been beeping. But we changed the batteries and stuff, and we like, what the fuck is going on? We finally figured it out. It had water damage, just like the wires in the ceiling. So yeah, somebody gotta come fix it.
I was trying to move on, Biz. You had to crack a joke, man.
I'm gonna get his ass back. It's cool.
No way. So the place you left, you went to a whole new environment, and you still maintain that issue.
That's wild to say. And
well, she took them ragged ass smoke detectors with her. That's what she did.
You sure these work? Nah, yeah, they good. They good.